Driving Empire are adding more licensed cars. I cannot believe it. But which brands though? Make sure you stick to the end to find out which brands could be coming back to DE. But yeah, like and subscribe, and yeah, that's about it. Driving Empire have been teasing. Hello there, lads. What is that? Okay, so Driving Empire has been teasing the fact that they're going to be bringing back some new cars that got removed earlier. Let me show you what we have to offer. This guy's watching me for some reason. What the hell? How are you so tall? Oh my god! So as we all know, in recent months, a bunch of car brands have been getting removed. You may have seen every time you've logged in a vehicle removal notice.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Each one of those is a brand or a number of brands being removed in bulk. The latest one we had, I think, was like the one with Cadillac and a few other American brands. Oh my god, that guy is quick. But as we saw just a few days ago, one of the brands that got removed earlier, Pagani, has actually come back. Now, they actually got a license for Pagani, which I'm still just baffled about. It was pretty bizarre seeing Pagani come back. However, they have said that is not the end. They released this like really long announcement, but I'm just going to point out the important bits of this announcement. We are making significant investments to transform DE into Roblox's premier car game featuring licensed authentic vehicles. Then they say, here's what's in store for you. Authentic licensed vehicles is what we're going to be focusing on. They are partnering with well-known car brands to bring their iconic models straight into the game. Expect to see a fleet of licensed vehicles rolling out over the next year and into the future. And then the other 3 points are kind of irrelevant. Continuous expansion. Our team has signed several license agreements, so they're going to be bringing more cars. And then the third one, your enthusiasm for licensed vehicles has been okay, that's just the same thing. But basically, they're going to be adding more and more licensed cars. And you can actually go into the Discord server and suggest brands which you want to be added. So, I guess you can hop in there. Another key thing that you want to keep in mind, what about the existing fictional cars? Will you continue to add new fictional cars? And they say that some fictional cars will be phased out as we introduce more licensed cars. That's got me guessed. It basically means that the off-brand block of cheese looking cars are going to be going away, which is amazing, and they're going to be adding more accurate licensed vehicles. However, one thing that you might have noticed on some of the newly added Paganis, you can't really customize them that much. There's a few options, such as the number plates, which you can't change. I think there's a few others. But the reason why they're doing that is because they are collaborating closely with manufacturers to maintain brand authenticity. So basically, they don't want people changing up the cars too much, so that their brand can be promoted and everything. But they've got to stay within the brand's guidelines. They can't go out of those guidelines, otherwise, they'll just take out the cars again. But basically, what we got from that message was the fact that they're now starting to get rid of fictional cars, and they're going to be adding real-life accurate ones back into the game. And to be honest, right, it sounds amazing, but there are a few caveats to this. Like I said earlier, they've got to stay within the boundaries of the brand. If the brand doesn't want them adding certain cars, if the brand doesn't want them, doing certain things with the cars, it's not going to happen. But I'm pretty optimistic that it is going to happen. Oh, hello. Hello there, lads. And also another con, which I briefly mentioned earlier, they said that these models are going to be coming in the next year, 2024, and into the future. That's a long time. That's a very, very long time to be doing brand deals, which is okay, I suppose. I mean, obviously it's a really long process. I'm pretty sure they spent months planning this Pagani thing. To do that with every single brand, the chances of every single brand hopping on low, but they're not extremely high either. There may be some brands that simply just say, no, we don't want to do that. For example, Lamborghini have had previous experience with, like, doing deals that went wrong in Roblox, but I actually don't know any details about that. So chances of Lamborghini doing a brand deal are, I'll be honest, because of the history they have with Roblox, is next to nil, but anything is possible. But lads, let me know in the comments below, is this a W for Voldex? Well, obviously it is a W for Voldex. Show your support, comment W Voldex in the comments below. It's a W for Voldex. They're on a comeback. They have a bit of a bumpy start with, the crates and all the removals, but now I think they're on the incline. Ooh, that's a very fancy utopia. So one thing on all the Paganis you actually can't customize is the number plates. As you can see, it's just got the default number plate, Drv Emp from California. You can't change it. Now I'm going to go through a few things that the devs have said, which are quite significant for the future of Voldex and for the future of DE. Here we have Mr. Lost Nick, the manager, the admin, whatever you want to call it. There may even come a time where we are adding like 100 cars a month, but this would be down the line of 2024. So 100 cars a month, to be honest, at that rate, you'd probably run out of cars to add, but it seems like amazing. Oh my god, it sounds like an amazing idea. And here we have the same man replying to someone else. If you could answer this, do you expect the majority of car brands will be in the game by the end of next year? That's the goal, fingers crossed. So we're looking at a very long-term investment. They're not all going to come in like weekly batches. They're all going to come every like month or so. So it's going to take a really long time. And to be honest, the question that we've all been waiting for is this going to happen to other car games? Are other car games going to be able to get licensed? Now the truth is, to be real with you, Voldex is a company, all right, and companies do what we call brand deals. Voldex can do brand deals with Pagani. They can do brand deals with, I don't know, Fiat. I don't know. They can do brand deals with any car brand. That's at the discretion of Voldex. It's not at the discretion of Roblox, which means these cars are basically, as Nick is saying here, they're exclusive to Driving Empire. Yes, the other games, the other car games, they may be able to get licenses if they're owned by someone. For example, games like Car Dealership Tycoon and Ultimate Driving, they are partnered with companies like GameFam. They could potentially do a licensing scheme. I don't know how that may work, but there's a potential chance that those games could be getting licensed cars as well. However, currently, Voldex is the only company to have jumped on this opportunity to be able to add licensed cars to a game, which is insane. Now, what cars... I know I'm kind of egging it on with this. I've made a bit of a lineup here, and I don't know how I've done it. That Chad is still here. What car brands specifically are going to be coming in the future? Now, the addition of Pagani. Now, this is... I'm either going to sound very smart with this or very stupid with this, but basically, right, Pagani engines are made by a company called AMG. Now, AMG also make engines commercially and all the time for Mercedes. Now, is Mercedes still in the game? There was a risk that they were getting removed. A few of them did actually get removed. For example, the 300 SLR from the crates got removed. It was replaced by the 918. Could those be coming back? So Mercedes coming back has been a rumor going around, but it doesn't seem like an amazingly convincing rumor. Another rumor that's been going around: Hennessy. The Hennessy only has, I think, like 2 cars that were in the game. The Venom F5 and the Venom GT. Maybe there was another version of the F5. But here it is. And to be honest, it's not a bad looking model at all. Though for some reason they did add a fake one at some point. I don't know why they did it, because the real one is in the shop. And also the Venom GT, still in the game, still here. But Hennessy has been removed from some other games, so it could be that they're going to get removed from here quite soon. And then they're going to do a brand deal. They're going to get a license, hopefully. When it comes to guessing which brands are going to accept Voldex's offer, it really comes down to how socially active the brand is. Brands like Ferrari and Lamborghini aren't that socially active, but brands like Pagani, Rimac, they're all like really socially active. They'll accept any brand deal that comes their way. So it really just depends on the nature of the brand. But there are some brands which are very welcome into deals. There are some which aren't. I'm gonna get rid of this because I'm not looking at Venom anymore, or Hennessy should I say. But yes, lads, let me know what you think of this in the comments, because W Voldex in the comments, please, I want to see W Voldex in the comments. I thought the chances of them being able to get a license were really slim, because genuinely, right, these licenses are quite expensive, so there aren't many conclusions to make currently. However, the only thing we can do is speculate on which brand is going to come next. Let me know in the comments which brands you want to come back and what brands you think are going to come back. There's a taxi driver. Bye.